Welcome back. This is still Electronics, and in this video we are going to demonstrate how you are going to generate a stress versus strain graph. Now in Excel, to generate any graph when you have tabulated values like this, you simply go to insert here, and after clicking on insert you go to this symbol here, which is for insert scatter x comma y, representing the axis, or bubble chart. So when you click on this sign here, it gives you a range of options, and you click on the first one, which is scatter. So it will give you a blank chart. To put in your values and make it a proper graph, you have to select the data that's supposed to appear on that graph. So here I'm going to click on select data. I've shifted it so that I will have a full view of the values I'm going to insert there. So I'll click on select data, and then here I'll click on add. After clicking on add, it will ask me for the series name. Now the series name is the name of your graph or the chart title. So for this I can name it stress versus strain graph. Then my x values are the values for strain here. Now maybe normally you might consider inserting all these values, separating them by a comma, but you don't have to do that on Excel. You can simply select the whole values as a range, and it will appear here. You can see my cursor is here, so I'll just come here and select them. I have 12 values from F8 to F19. For my y values, it originally had equal to 1 here. I'll delete that, and I'll impute my range for my y values here, and then I'll click on OK. So you can see already it has generated my points on the graph. Now it remains for me to name my axis and perhaps add a line to or a curve here. So I'll click on OK here. Then I'll click on add chart elements. So I have options to change my axis, the axis title, the chart title, the data labels, the grid lines, the trend lines, and all this. So I can click on axis title. My axis title for the horizontal axis is strain. So I'll click on strain. I'll rename it as strain, and it has no units. I can bold in it. Then for the y-axis, which is the vertical axis, my axis title is stress, which has a unit of Newton per millimeter square, right? Newton divided by millimeter square. So I can bold this too, and bold this too. Now what is left is just the curve. To do that, we have to click on add trend line. You right click. It's either you right click, you click on one of the points and right click to show you these options, or you go to add chart element and click on trend line. So after clicking on add trend line, these options here will change, and you have the options to click on either linear, logarithmic, polynomial, exponential, moving average, and so on and so forth. As we can see, normally it's on linear, but you can change that, because a linear trend line will give you the line of best fit, that is best suited for first degree polynomials. But this is a curve, so we can check and see which of these curves will give us a more suitable curve. So I'll click on logarithmic, That is also not suitable, so I'll try polynomial. It gives a curve, but it doesn't really fit the data. I can try changing the order, but no. So I'll try moving average. Well, the moving average is a bit more suitable, but it also doesn't give a smooth curve. But anyway, that's by the way. If you prefer to draw a manual curve, this is a dotted line, you can make it solid. Anyway, if you prefer to draw a manual curve, you can go to home, or you can go to insert. There are some shapes here. After clicking on shapes, you can see a wiggly line that is used for drawing curves, even though that will be very difficult here because you can see the curve is a bit complicated. Anyway, this is usually used to draw curves. You see something like this. So anyway, at least this gives you an idea of how your stress strain graph is going to be. So in case you're supposed to draw this out on a graph sheet, you can quickly generate this on an Excel spreadsheet, and by doing that you will know how your graph is supposed to be. So that's all for this.